If you're looking for the best AR-15 offset iron sights, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. Position of our list. We have MBUS Pro offset sights by Magpul. If you are looking for firearm accessories, Magpul is going to be your starting point for price. Magpul has a massive market share because they produce quality at a low price. They won't stand up like a Knight's Armament or Strike Industries or even Troy, but they will do 90% of what shooters need to do at a bargain price. It starts and ends with Magpul. You knew Magpul was going to make this list. It's the standard, the budget. It is the entry level for BUIS, magazines, accessories, and the standard for rails. This company was founded in the USA in 1999 Magpul and has become one of the biggest names in firearm accessories. We love the PMags so much that they are our go-to magazines in every AR-15 rifle we can make fit. The Magpul MBUS Pro offsets are built solid. Made from melanite-coated steel, they lay flat and need just a bit over 0.66 inches of weaver rail space to do their job. The MBUS Pros are adjustable. The rear sight adjusts windage while the front covers elevation. Unfortunately, they only come in black. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Troy Industries Offset Battle Sight. Love them or hate them, Troy Industries make some great products. Troy's 45-degree offset iron sights come in 2 flavors, their HK and their M4. The HK uses a circular peephole and front sight wings. The M4 uses the stand wings and a diamond peephole. HK sight wings create a dioptric effect, allowing you to acquire targets faster. However, with offset buoys, you adjust the elevation with the front sight post using the rear adjustments only for windage. This can make HK sights difficult to zero for elevation adjustment tool. So if you are in doubt, go with the M4. The number 3 position is held by Diamond Head Iron Sight. Diamond head iron sights are easy to install and known, obviously, for their diamond shape instead of the standard circular peephole. The sharp corners of the diamond sight allow you to precisely center the front sight in the rear peephole for precision shots. Diamond head sights are made in the USA and known for their quality. Diamond head sights feature all-steel construction. Diamond Head's innovative design is great. In addition to the diamond peep sight, they are the only sight on this list that folds under the rifle scope. That is an amazing feature considering how little you will probably use your offset BUIS. It protects the sights and they rotate out very quickly. It does have a drawback of sometimes scratching the finish of your rifle as they snap out of their locked offset position. The diamond heads are also a bit complex to fold back under your scope. This isn't a problem until you scratch your $3,000 scope. Overall, this is a great set of iron sights. However, their cost reflects their quality. Next at number 4, we have Strike Industries Sidewinder. The Strike Industries Sidewinder makes the list by being able to work as an offset iron sight and as standard backups in one small package. The Sidewinders flip out to a 45-degree offset sights, then they can swing across to act as traditional irons once you have removed your magnified optics mounted on rifle. Fold them down, and they act as traditional as canted iron sights. It is an ingenious design that all around covers any backup iron sight needs you have. That doesn't mean they aren't a bit weird though. As inline sights, they are canted from to your rifle, which makes using them feel strange. You will feel the need to cant your tactical rifle, making windage adjustment to 0 annoying. Holding 0 between the inline and the 45-degree seemed to work for our test rifle, but then we adjusted the windage and elevation. Because they are canted, their 0 was a mess of complicated math and a series of strange holds. But we did manage to make shots out to 200 with just the iron sights. They weren't as precise as our M14 iron sights, but they did their job of target acquisition at under 50 yards. The number 5 position is held by Duke Defense Rapid Transition Sight. Duke Defense Rapid Transition Sights are a bit different than most other sights on the list. These aren't your typical AR-15 flip-up sights. They don't fold down. That makes them rock-solid sights. They are favorites for dedicated 3-gunners that use the offset sights every competition and training day. Duke Defense Rapid Tragic and Night sights also have fiber optics for low-light shooting. Great for ultra-fast short-range shooting. Since offset sights are most useful when seconds matter, The Trigen inserts are worth the $10 price increase. The other huge benefit of the Duke Defense rapid transition sights is they are very flat on the top of a flat-up. This allows you to use 30-form and larger objective lenses. Unfortunately, they are a bit large on the side of the rifle. The number 6 position is dominated by Knight's Armament Keymod offset folding sight. Knight's Armament is one of the go-to manufacturers for special forces. Their offset iron sights are rugged, precise, and folds down into a barely noticeable package. I would run Knight's Armament sights on every rifle I own if I could. Thankfully for my wallet, I don't have to. Their offset clicks into place with a nice firm click like a Cadillac door. While the rear sight's aperture seems to suck your eye right down the hole on rotation, I am simply impressed by how much precision has gone into these sights. To see how capable these offset sights are, I pushed them out to 300 yards on a 12-inch steel target. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Tactic and Armament offset iron sights. Tactic and offset sights are the bargains on our list. They are made from anodized aluminum. These are surprisingly robust, under $25. Unfortunately, that isn't saying much. The ones we tested and the reviews we read showed they are lacking a bit for zero retention. Unless we cranked the hell out of our test sights and locked them up, they were loose-fitting on our rails and failed to maintain zero. While the Tactican has solid springs, they didn't lay as flat as we would have liked, and the rear sight aperture moved when we clicked them forward. The 5.56 and 300 book rounds we shot were knocking the zero around at 20 yards. However, they provided enough accuracy to hit our forks for inch targets. We really like the price, but you get what you pay for. We would prefer to spend the money on ammo. The number 8 position is held by Duke Defense rapid transition sights. If only the best goes on your AR-15, then the 45-degree offset sights will be Duke Defense rapid transition sights. Designed and built by a combat veteran, these offset sights are at home on the competition range or in the field under combat conditions. The Duke Defense rapid transition sights are built like tanks. From the solid Picatinny rail mounts to the sight shielded bodies, the Duke Defense sights reflect the concern for reliability and durability. Functionally, the rapid transition sights make target acquisition quick. Nothing has been left to chance with these iron sights. Duke Defense rapid transition sights are the choice of many law enforcement and military groups. If reliability, durability, and accuracy are your goals, the Duke Defense rapid transition sights should be in or near the top of your shopping list. Next at number 9 we have Leapers UTG ACCU Sync 45-degree flip-up sights. The Leapers UTG ACCU Sync 45-degree flip-up sights are surprisingly well built and rugged. Built to mount to a top Picatinny rail, the Leapers sights are quick to install and easy to adjust. Their reasonable price belies their solid construction and accuracy. The Leapers 45-degree offset sights are sold individually and not in kits. However, the price versus the features makes them a solid choice for backup sights. The all-metal construction ensures that these sights can withstand extreme conditions in use. Feature-wise, the Leapers sights leave nothing to be desired. You can spend less or much more on a set of foldable offset iron sights. However, for most casual shooters and hunters, their iron sights are backups. These sights are mounted to provide a failsafe should the primary optic fail. The Leapers ACCU Sync 45-degree offset iron sights are an affordable and reliable choice for the backup iron sight role. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by AIM Sports low-profile 45-degree flip-up sights. If you are like me and understand the need for backup sights but can't readily justify spending what most mid-range to upper-tier offset sights cost, the AIM Sports offset sights may be an option. I chose my primary optic because it is usable even if the illumination fails. I would only resort to my backup sights in the case of a catastrophic failure. The AIM Sports 45-degree backup sights meet my needs perfectly. These iron sights are a perfect fit for my shooting needs and provide just what I want readily and quickly to deploy iron sight. The construction is above average, and the materials are solid for this application. That's all for today. We upload auto product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.